the betting, the not so much anymore is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
I'll take note of the time because this is very important. With 7 races carded, this is the start of the big one, race number 2 at 12:35. It is the start of the Pick 6. It's over 1,600 meters. At the time of recording, no scratchings. All 7 runners go to post. This is the betting that I've taken down. Number 1, Sky Velocity, is at even money. Number 4, Fields of Green, is at 13-10. And then all the other runners are in double figures. Well, the first race, both Sheldon and myself thought that it could be a 2-horse race with the visitors. That's Clinton Bender and, of course, Johan Janssen van Vieren. And I think it could be the case here for Pick 6 players between number 1, Sky Velocity, and number 4, Fields of Green. Well, I want to firstly touch on Fields of Green because last time out it looked like a 2-horse race between herself and Spring Kiss. I remember doing that show, and Spring Kiss looked to be the runner that I liked and won well for Andre Nel and Platinum Racing. And with the support coming for this filly that day into 2-1, you could have got 9-2. Some places they were giving 5-1 about Spring Kiss, and won a very good race, good introduction to racing here. But this filly, Fields of Green, Sheldon, there were excuses. I see cast a left fore shoe, which can be, I often see this with horses that have not won. You don't ever see this casting shoe and giving trouble at a start. You don't see that comment when a horse wins. If it happens, they will put it in, but it very, very seldom happens where you see a horse casting a shoe and winning.
Quite interesting, yes, that you mentioned that. And as you mentioned in the computer form, you've got to keep up to speed with things.
Because when they win, you don't find that. I mean, unless they don't put it in because the horse won, I don't think they'll do that. But when a horse wins and it casts a shoe, it should be put there, But with a horse, I've never ever seen it when a horse wins that you have that type of comment.
Well, last time out, Fields of Green made the local introduction, so it does have the experience of racing in KwaZulu-Natal. And I think we're in the same boat as the first race because Sky Velocity's had the 9 runs, making the local introduction.
That Sky Velocity has been carded to race a few times here.
Has been,
and it hasn't made the trip.
Hasn't made the trip and been scratched in that. So I'm not sure the behind-the-scenes story with Sky Velocity. And let's see if it does take its place on this occasion, because if it does, it doesn't have too much to beat. If you look at the last 2 runs, second to Bushvelds, and then last time Phantom of the Forest found this one into the second box. Speedy Cut ran on, 3 runs back, brushed right hand. Seems to be a horse who's slow and hangs around a bit.
Yeah, you know what, this is a race where these 2 horses, they obviously, again, like the first race, unknown on the poly track. But the fact that Fields of Green has had a run in the province, has settled down, that last start would have brought her on, I think she could possibly be the right horse in the race because she's got some fair Cape form lines, and she showed last time out that she seems to be in a good place. And Sky Velocity, well, this is 1,600 meters. I'm not saying that she won't get a mile because she has run over 1,600 meters, but she seems to be best thus far over 1,400 meters. But she'll have the benefit of being drawn 1. Between numbers 1 and 4, can we be safe here with a bet like a Pick 6 and only include the 2 horses? Or do you think, but if you look past them, you have to go to field?
I think we just go the 2 runners. In
Yep.
race number 1, we decided it's a 2-horse race, and I think race number 2, likewise. Number 1, Sky Velocity, and number 4, Fields of Green. If you're looking for the trifectas and the swingers, a horse like number 6, Queen Jackson. But I think the 2 horses that we've mentioned, number 1, Sky Velocity, and Fields of Green, should be sufficient.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.